Made here in Dublin tonight because for the very first time, two world champions come face to face on Irish soil. It's Paul Lenihan of Waterford against Danny Melendez of the United States of America. Lenihan, the world featherweight champion, against Melendez, the super featherweight champion. And a crowd of over 1,000 people have come here to Jury's Hotel in Dublin to see a match that's very much top of the bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening, the clash of the champions. 12 by 2-minute rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, in the red corner, weighing in at 58.8 kilos, having fought 39 bouts, 39 wins, 24 by way of knockout, from Boston, USA, the world super featherweight champion, Danny the Punisher Melendez! And in the blue corner, weighing in at 58.5 kilos, he's had 58 bouts, 53 wins, 27 by knockout, from Waterford, Ireland, the featherweight champion of the world, Paul Lemon Drop Kid Lenihan.
Well, Lenihan versus Melendez, very much the main event here at the Jury's Hotel. We're going to pick up the action in the first round. The fight scheduled for 10 2-minute rounds. So tonight's referee, Stephen Connors. Dave Marquis in the black top nearest the picture, along with Rocky Lawler on the left, the two respective trainers of these two highly respected kickboxers. And the waiting is over. Paul Lenihan about to do battle with Danny Melendez. And we're away at the start of round one. It's Lenihan in the lemon trousers. He has the name of the Lemon Drop Kid, always fought in lemon. And Melendez, not too surprisingly, in his country's colours. Lenihan's known little else but martial arts. In his 23 years, he started boxing as a 6-year-old, that's conventional boxing. Started karate classes as a 12-year-old and won his world championship in November 1989. And he's beginning to get into his stride, although Paul Lenihan, by his own admission, is a slow starter in all his kickboxing bouts. Watching kickboxing for the first time, remember, no use of elbows or knees, no striking or kicking an opponent during clinches, but tripping or foot sweeping is allowed. And this bout being fought under WKA full contact rules, so no kicks to the legs. Melendez certainly getting his punches in round one. Roundhouse kick into the flank of Melendez by Lenihan. And he's beginning to box now, is Lenihan too. Promising first round by both fighters. I suspect the judges might rate that even, Stephen. So, round 4, and there's yet little to separate the two fighters. Remember, the fight scheduled for 10 2-minute rounds. And Melendez in the stripes reckons the fight won't go the distance. He reckons he's going to stop Paul Lenihan. It's a brave prediction, isn't it? A warning from the referee. It's quite an interesting clash of styles, because Melendez doesn't box in an upright manner. He's very crouched in the way that he practices his kickboxing. And Lenihan's more of an upright European style. Lenihan tends to drop his guard a little bit more than Melendez. Good kick by Lenihan, that stung Melendez again. What a very, very stylish fighter Lenihan is. Thinks his biggest asset is his kicking, especially his roundhouse kicks, and they're beginning to find their target now. Stumble by Melendez. Here we go in round 6. And round 6 starts with Lenihan finding a roundhouse kick to the flanks of Melendez, who then just put his gloves in the air to say, that didn't hurt me. You can do that all night. Oh, a back fist and a back kick by Melendez, and Lenihan took those and had to absorb those blows. It just seems to spur him on to greater effort and greater enthusiasm. Well, Lenihan says it takes 3 rounds for him to get going. He's certainly in his stride now, and he's giving Melendez quite a fight. They're telling Lenihan to jab from his corner. Now, can he follow out those instructions? Going inside. Just for the first time, Lenihan appears to be getting on top now against Melendez, who seems to be tiring a little bit in this round. And maybe Lenihan has seen his advantage. They haven't heard the bell once again, and they're squaring up to each other, eyeball to eyeball, at the end of that round. Melendez needs to score some points now. And he's being forced back on the ropes by Lenihan again. And the lemon drop kid is looking to drop Melendez on the canvas. Just stumbled slightly as that one landed. All of Melendez' punches, which were quite accurate in the opening couple of rounds, now seem to be missing their mark. And he's hurt Melendez there. It just took a couple of seconds to get his breath back, and Lenihan now has the advantage. Oh, good reverse kick. Lenihan responds. He has Melendez on the ropes. And Rocky Lawler wished he was fighting this one for his lad. What a very, very evenly matched contest this is. I got the impression there was much greater effort that time by Melendez. So what can Lenihan come up with in this round? A couple of good rounds now against Melendez, and he could have won over the judges if this is going to go the distance. Remember, it's scheduled for 10 two-minute rounds. Big enthusiastic crowd here in Dublin at the Jury's Hotel, and they're enjoying this performance by Paul Lenihan. Good right by Lenihan, rather. Melendez just crouched low for a moment. And he's taken a lot of punishment by Lenihan during this match. And remember, Lenihan is fighting at Melendez's weight. Good series of punches that time by Lenihan. Goes low this time. Keeps his guard low and then unleashes a furious assault of punches to the head of Melendez. Oh, what a spinning back kick that was by Lenihan. Bit of showboating perhaps to keep the crowd entertained, but they love that one. Melendez responds with a front kick. Another good round. And the two boxers congratulate each other because I think there's a mutual admiration society going on inside the ring. So here we go in round 9. I think Melendez will know here that he's got to produce something special in the next couple of rounds to beat Lenihan. I think he's ahead on points. The tempo of the fight has dropped just a little bit, but that's hardly surprising, given the ferocity of these two kickboxers early on. Two big kicks by Lenihan there. Lenihan's corner is saying go for the #1 option, which, as I suspect, is the right over the top of the head of Melendez, and I think that was the punch that they were calling for. And Rocky Lawless certainly got it from his man, Paul Lenihan. Meanwhile, Rocky Lawless says, do it again. Go over the top, into the head of Melendez. Lenihan decides to improvise and he goes to the roundhouse kick. Well, there's determination written all over the face of Paul Lenihan, who I suspect might have taken round 9 as well. So, the 10th and final round. Lenihan in the yellow trousers. On top, I suspect with the judges, in this super featherweight meeting of 2 world champions. Both fighters end up on the canvas. Melendez must find something big and something special in the last minute and a half of this contest. He predicted the fight wouldn't go the distance. It looks ominously like he's going to be wrong. Melendez certainly making a match of it towards the end of this contest. He's landing 1 or 2 more big kicks now. Lenihan responds with a roundhouse kick. Good one too. There's some blood on the back of Lenihan's neck. I'm not sure whether it's from himself or from the American. Much more even last round. It's all over. And the Irish crowd claim victory for the Irish kickboxer.
By a majority decision, the winner of the Clash of the Champions, in the blue corner, Paul Lemon Drop Kid Lenihan.
Well, Paul, you said it was going to be tough. That was quite a tough match for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really tough. That was all the way, that went all the way to the very end. That was a tough fight.
And did Melendez impress you?
He was good, he was very durable, he was coming forward, but as I said before, I knew I had the skill to beat him. He was going to pressure, I moved around, I picked him off, and I fought the right fight and I won.
Let's give a rapturous round of applause to a gallant loser, Danny the Punisher Melendez. Give him a big round of applause.
So, Lenihan wins the Battle of the Champions, but more importantly now, there's going to be a rematch in the United States of America with one of these 2 fighters putting their title on the line. That promises to be quite an event. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this kickboxing from Dublin. From all of us here, goodbye.